Okay. So, all right. So what I wanted to do for this video real quick is um, to go over some of the things that I'm thinking about when I'm trying to optimize my character. So I just want to walk through the process. This isn't so much about me, but just kind of documenting some of the things that I do to that you may find helpful in improving your own character. So this we'll be talking about rogues because the character, just my main character, is the one that I know. But it should be applicable to other classes as well because this is all kind of general stuff. So anyway, let me get, yep. So we're gonna go to Warcraft logs. So this is all coming off. We just had the big patch or whatever. Everything changed, and I've been going through and checking all my talents and everything. We had a couple of new kills lately on heroic and everything. I noticed my DPS was lower than I would have expected it to be, and so I was trying to debug how that goes. And as you can see here, uh, doesn't look very well. We're very much in the lower part of performance. I think even if you go here, even if you like, here's stick around. What's this the latest kill? Even for my eye levels, it's like 15%. And I'm like, well, why is it 15%? That seems ridiculous. And so, I start looking around trying to figure out what I'm doing. And I am doing some things wrong, but I'll go like compare and let's just do all fights. And we don't care about the raid size and we don't care about the eye level. Let's just see what it looks like. Oh, I gotta select a character. And go in here. Why am I showing so low? It just doesn't make any sense. Raid size difference. 2 players. Limit to 20 eye levels. I thought I did this already. Oh, we gotta do 300 seconds. Faster, please. Okay, so we can see like the top logs are like 1.6 million DPS. I'm like, what is going on? Jesus, that's insane. Well, it's because these fights are 2 minutes long. it's I'm not gonna, we're not gonna. So we gotta actually narrow this down. So we'll do within 30 seconds. Raid size probably doesn't matter all that much. And let's do within 5 eye levels and see how am I doing like within 5 eye levels. This isn't so bad, right? There's 4 rogues in that bracket. That's roughly the same fight length. And it's not bad, but obviously this one dude right here is doing way more than me. Well, what's going on? So this is where we kind of get into the meat of things. So I can actually, so if you notice, like I went to my log, one of my logs, I went to my character, looked at one of my logs for a particular fight, and then I hit compare, and then I did the search thing here. And we're going to click on this. What this is going to do is now you can see me on the left here. Let me, let's increase it so you can see it better. You can see me on the left and this Vitcher guy at the right. And I can see we can like compare and contrast what things am I doing that's way different from what he's doing and see if we can try to, suss out some of the details and a couple of things. Well, first of all, he's doing a heck of a lot more in venom damage. Like it's about the same number of casts. It's 68 casts versus 60, but his damage amount is I got like 60k. His is like 90, so he's doing like 50% more in venom damage. So that's right off the bat. That's interesting. Ruptures, same exact number of cast on ruptures. Damage is about the same. 41-ish, 42-ish. Grot, we got, he had 7 cast, I had 23. I guess I was doing a lot more ads or something. What's on the fight? No, there's no ads on this fight. I don't know why I had 23. That doesn't make any sense. Why do I have 23? I do not have 23 casts. I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. I'm just getting weirded out. What is, that's just super weird. Oh, Groat. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Groat 23 versus is 25. Okay, so I was getting really confused. So we're on different lines here. This is the order's changed. That's what's messing me up. So this Groat is 25 and mine was 23. So basically the same similar amounts of damage. Kingsbane, 7 cast, this 6 cast for me. So I am missing a Kingsbane. So I can like click on here, and I already knew this because I've already looked at this before I did the video. But we can see every minute there should be a Kingsbane, and as you can see, I'm in blue. That's my color. I'm in blue. There's no little loop here. There's no hump right here in blue where the Envenom cast should be. So I missed this Envenom. Not Envenom. I missed this Kingsbane. So that's, that's a common mistake. That's not big. That's an easy fix to make. I can fix that. That's pretty easy. My Deathmark have 4 Deathmark cast. He has 4 Deathmark casts, which is fine. That's our big CD. It's the 2-minute CD. Mutilate, he has 125. I have 130. It's about the same. I probably have more haste than him, so I probably have a little bit more cast. Melee, 778. 773. He probably had a slightly longer fight, I'm guessing. I don't know what's going on with that. Or maybe he had more uptime because he didn't have to run away as much because of the arrows didn't get on him or something like that, and he had to run out or nothing like that. And yeah, that's the big one. Shivs. Shivs is like a kind of a buff thing that we have to do. We have the same number of Shivs cast. He has 15 ambush cast. I don't know what's going on with that. This is another big discrepancy. He has 15 ambush casts. I have 1, which is basically the OSHA opener. So maybe I need to be doing more, like reapplying the ambush. I think I was supposed to do something with Deathstalker and ambush. Anyway, his Deathstalker's mark is twice as much as mine, so that might be related because the Deathstalker is like buffing mutilate and ambush or something like that. It gets applied by ambush. So I probably make sure I hit. Looking at this, I'm like, I need to make sure I hit my Kingsbane. Maybe I need to look into like making sure that I'm ambushing after Deathmark more consistently. Maybe that's part of what's going on. Making sure I'm getting multiple ambushes in. Maybe that'll help because maybe he's just like ambushing. Like he's got 4 death marks, so maybe he's getting like close to 4 ambushes in every death mark. So maybe that's what he's just ambushing each. He's doing nothing but ambush in death mark. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, maybe he's vanishing because you can vanish and then you get anyway. So I think I could probably implement. But another big thing that I'm looking at is this envenom damage is like 50% more with the same number with less cast. Kingsbane damage is higher. If I look at deadly poison, he's got 16,000 to have 14. He has 16 million. And I have 14 million. So there's something going on with, he seems to be getting slightly more poison damage. His amplifying poison is about the same across that. So there's, maybe there's something going on with like stats or something. Usually stats are not like the first thing that I look at, because stats are usually, you're starting to get into the weeds of minor. You're getting more and more minor in the optimization scheme usually with stats, because it's usually, this stat is worth 2.5 DPS, and this other stat is worth 2.6 DPS. You're starting to you're getting you're getting like a percent here, or maybe a tenth of percent here and a tenth of percent there. You're not It's not a huge thing, but I'm thinking, after having looked at this, I think there's probably something going on with this trinket that he's got, this Void Reaper's contract. Maybe that might have something to do with it. Maybe it's causing more envenoms, but it did, at least, especially this envenom number, really did make me think, oh well, maybe it has something to do with like mastery or something like that. And then I was like, oh well, maybe I just need to like do a stat weight, and let me double check my stat weight. So we go up here. I did run stat weights, and I did it with a new, not with the new, not with my old talent set, but with the new talent sets after all the changes and everything. Not the thing that I was running then, but now, and just to see what things should be. And yeah, like mastery is like super duper high rated for me, and that makes sense because I have a crap ton of haste. Let's take a look here. I have uh 13,000 haste, and I have 5,000 mastery. So I have almost 3 times the amount of haste as I do mastery. Not only that, my own use is haste. My, this has the trinket has stat haste on there. Like my own use is like even buffing haste, like even more than that. So it's like, what was that, 6,000? Yeah, 6,000 plus 13. Yeah, it's almost like 4 times the amount. I don't know why is this number changing? This was like 13 a minute ago. Anyway, I have a lot of haste. Point being, way more haste than not. So, is it this? That's what it is. It's this potion or whatever. What? Anyway, I have a lot of haste on my gear, and I have a haste use trinket. So maybe I'm kind of overdoing it with haste, because I haven't been paying too much to my attention to my stats. So I went and simmed it, and of course, yeah, actually, I am way overdoing it. I have so much haste. It's now, I've stacked it so much that its value has depleted enough to be my lowest stat. And mastery is almost as important as agility. They're they're within one point of each other, less than a point of each other. So this is really close. So yeah, I definitely probably need to be prioritizing more, getting rid of, dropping some of the haste, and picking up mastery, in particular. Anywhere that I can drop haste and versatility, especially, and pick up mastery and crit, that would be probably preferable. So yeah, that's kind of stat wise. Another thing I wanted to look at. I think that was close. Was that it? Yeah, I think that. Another thing, like, I don't know how other classes are, but for rogues, usually they're some of the better. The theory crafters are usually, they usually publish on Wowhead. They usually write the Wowhead guide, and so like this Whisper guy is a influential figure in the rogue community. So on the rogue Discord and all that jazz. So and he wrote the guide. So anyway, the point being, this isn't just off the wall. This is the guy who's actually doing like SimC, and running things on raid bots, and helping to write the APL stuff, the action priority list stuff for that actually make the Sims work for your character, behind the scenes. Um, those are, when people say theory crafter, that's what those theory crafters do. They write these guides, they run the simulations, they help maintain the simulations. So anyway, point being, go check out, probably, I would say, I usually just, first place I go is to go to Wowhead, check out the guide on Wowhead, and get the skinny on things as they are, and that'll get you started. And then once you have some logs or whatever, you can start looking at everything. I did look at like some other logs as well. So there was another fight. This Bloodbound Horror. So I can drop that and then come back here, and we can do another compare with Bloodbound Horror and see if things are like, stable again. Yeah, there was, what is going on with that? And see, I was actually a little bit low on this one, so I can compare it to this Laquavius guy and see what's going on there. I had looked at several different logs and everything, and you see he's like doubling my envenoms again. So that's just when I started to pick up on some things that maybe mastery in particular was an issue with me stat wise. Maybe my mastery was too low, just because I just happen to know that I know how rogues work, so I know mastery increases the damage of your poisons and your bleeds. So like all of your damage over time stuff, especially all your venoms, all of the, I just happen to know that damage type gets scaled a lot by mastery. So that was close. But anyway, point being, you can see how to use this damage, these comparisons to see how, like, I can see, did I screw up Kingsbane here? I was a little late. I was a little late here. So I was a little late right here. I could have got it up here instead, and then I would have got a partial use just like this guy back here. So I missed one like halfway. So yeah, you start looking at these logs and looking on different fights, and you'll start to come up with theories and things that you can try to fix at a later date. Anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful. Yep. Toodaloo.